is the deliverer. God delivered Noah from the flood, and God delivered Abraham and Sarah, this child that would bring them great joy in this world. And when Abraham was high up on a mountain, about to sacrifice his son to God because he believed that's what would please God, God said no and delivered a ram to be the sacrifice. God's not a God who delights in child sacrifice because God is the one who saves. And God delivered Joseph from the hands of his brothers, from the hands of certain death, even allowing him to become some of the highest authority in all of Egypt under the rule of Pharaoh. But times have changed, and 430 years later, there's a new Pharaoh, a Pharaoh who is hell-bent on power, a Pharaoh who believes that he is God. And this Pharaoh inflicts the Hebrew people with slavery, inflicts them with pain and suffering. And the harder that the Hebrew people work, the more Pharaoh inflicts them. And the more that Pharaoh inflicts them, the harder they work. And it's this never-ending cycle. And even after 9 plagues have hit the land, even after Moses has told Pharaoh that God says, "Let my people go," multiple times, Pharaoh still refuses to let the people go. So God tells Aaron and Moses, "I want you to prepare for a Passover meal. I want you to tell the people to eat a lamb, to eat bitter herbs symbolizing the suffering that your people have been through, that my people have been through. And take even the blood of the lamb and smear it on the doorposts of your house, because I'm going to let loose the destroyer tonight. And the destroyer is going to take every firstborn, from those who are in the highest authority, even to those who are in prison, and even livestock in the land. The destroyer is going to take all the firstborns. But if you've got this blood on your doorpost, the destroyer will pass you by." So they do that, and they eat this meal in haste. And as the destroyer comes through that night, you could hear this weeping and this wailing in all of the land. Pharaoh himself had even lost his firstborn son, who was sitting on the throne, to the destroyer. And it was only in this moment, only in the moment of total loss, that Pharaoh tells the Hebrew people, "Go, get out of here." After 430 years, deliverance had come to them, and they begin to celebrate. They begin to leave. So not only had God leveled Egyptian authority, God had also leveled the most powerful Egyptian gods. And it was a sign, it was a symbol that God was in control and that God was the deliverer. Many generations would pass, and Jesus would be eating this same meal with his disciples, celebrating God as the deliverer, celebrating the one who took the Hebrew people, who took the Israelites out of Egypt and brought them into the land of promise, the land flowing with milk and honey. And Jesus is celebrating all of this with his disciples when he says, "Look, it will be my body broken for you and my blood spilt for you. That will be a sign of the new covenant." And it would be Jesus that becomes the Passover lamb, whose blood would be smeared on a couple other posts that would symbolize that Jesus is the deliverer, that it's Jesus who delivers us from death and destruction.